Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. I had a full day of client calls today, pretty much since like 10 my time up until like now. So, and each one of them were long sessions. And here I am doing a live stream for you guys because I'm fired up about this topic. And I'm fired up because mosquitoes are biting me right now because it's mosquito o'clock in Maui and I need some bug spray. Anyway, to those of you that do not know me, welcome to my page. My name is Marina, and I'm a mentor for spiritually creative entrepreneurs, and I help them birth their big visions. I work with a variety of entrepreneurs who have a variety of visions, and I help them bring it into existence through a pretty intricate process of both business foundations and energetic foundations to make sure they are embodied. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, of where we get to eventually. And for my clients, it happens really quick, within 4-ish weeks, where they're really ready to step into that identity of sharing their goals and walking their purpose, and what that does for their spiritual vision and what that has done for me. um, it's it's such a hot topic, embodiment, and we're like, what the hell does that even mean? Embodiment means when you really truly like own it, when it's no longer something that you're like, oh, I'm doing this thing on the side, where you are literally owning your shit, where you're literally like, this is what I do, this is who I do it for, this is how much I charge, this is my vision, and this is my goal. This is how much money I aim to make through this business, through this vision, by this and this date. That, you guys, is embodiment. And in order for my clients to arrive to that kind of confident state of being, there's a few things that must happen first, and some of them kind of moan through it, but that's the whole notion of my coalesce process, is to make it as painless as possible. And the thing is, this kind of heavy lifting that we do before doesn't necessarily, it refines your marketing, your messaging. Yes, it gives you clarity, absolutely, and it's so important. But does it necessarily completely shift what you have? I hope I'm still here. Does it necessarily shift whatever they have been doing before? No, it enhances it. So I'll give you an example of myself and one of my clients. One of the ways that I find clients is in person, online, through my interactions, through potentially referrals, through both showing up consistently in the online space and leading with a clear. Oh, I hope I'm still on. Okay, I am still on. Sorry, the jungle Wi-Fi is something else. Is leading with a clear, succinct message, but also through developing this confidence and this energy that I now possess, due to the fact that I have done the heavy lifting, due to the fact that I have extrapolated the clarity that I now have in what exactly I do with my clients, what kind of process I take them through, so that then they are also confident in embodying it in everything that they do, so that they can talk about it, so that they know exactly who they want to welcome on their sales calls or not. And they are very much confident, instead of being desperate for the sale, they are very much confident in exerting those kinds of boundaries. And this kind of embodiment, it comes with doing the heavy lifting of doing your market research, of setting the right foundations, of setting the offer or creation of perfect, amazing offers for exactly the client that they are speaking to. Additionally, it is also creating energetic foundations, the energetic foundations of belief in yourself, the energetic foundations of being able to handle any kind of emotions and rough patches in business that come along, of handling, being able to talk about your vision before you have traction in it. That is a toughie, but the more you guys can start doing that, the more your vision is going to be birthed into reality at a lot quicker of a pace. I hope, there we go, a little bit more light on my face now. The more you guys are going to pull it into your reality at a higher pace. The reason for that is because not only are the people around you now holding you accountable, but they're also hearing you say this over and over, and you're going to have more cheerleaders. If you truly, fully embody this and believe in every single ounce of your being that you got this, and the way that it takes for you to get there is not just sitting there and stating affirmation after affirmation, telling yourself how awesome you are, although that helps, but it also is achieved through attaining clarity. It's achieved to talking to people on the phone. It's achieved through awkward pitches and awkward conversations with people. It's achieved to potentially facing no's from people, from your potential prospects who loved you at one point and then all of a sudden don't. The way that you begin embodying this is by how you handle yourself in every one of these situations and by how you choose to proceed forward. Do you still are you still willing to erect your boundaries of who it is that you want to work with and who it is that you want to serve, of who it is that you want to share your gifts with? Or are you just going to crumble down because somebody said no to you on a sales call? The sense of embodiment, you guys, it like I said, it's such a hot topic and it's something that is developed. However, it's something that you can begin practicing at the very beginning of your vision. And some of the ways that you can do so is by registering your business and treating it as such, is by telling people that, hey, you are now in business, is by going through the process and the tedious work of doing your market research, of creating the right offer, of really attaining that clarity of what are your gifts and who they're best matched to. By doing this kind of heavy lifting and doing this kind of work, you are embodying this every step of the way. And you're not only getting more confidence on paper and getting validation through your market research and through all of your efforts, but also you're beginning to energetically accept, like, oh my God, I'm freaking awesome and my offers are amazing and my service is amazing and it's needed. And the more you start to believe it yourself, the easier it's going to start talking, or the easier it's going to be for you to start talking about this to other people and really spreading your message of what it is that you stand for, what it is that you do, and for who. The interesting story about this is my client got a prospect within minutes of creating her offer. Well, this prospect is still kind of like in limbo. She may be a yes, she may be a no. It doesn't matter because my client is just like, you know what? I know exactly how valuable my offers are. I feel the price tag that we slapped on it is already too little because I see the value of just how amazing my offers are. And she started telling others about what it is that she does. And now she has a network of people who will refer potential prospects to her. The way I actually have attracted her as my client is I started talking to her about it at the kombucha bar. I sat next to her at the kombucha bar and started talking about what I do and how I do it and for who. And boom, next thing I know, she signs up with me. So see, the more you are brave about your mission, the more you spread to the world about what it is that you do and how and for who, and with more assuredness and clarity, the more it will actually fuel your spiritual business energetically, emotionally, by giving you a sense of confidence, and also give you more referral points and more touch points of connection of people that could then potentially refer to you your ideal clients, because you're now talking about it, you're now being known for it. So embodiment, you guys, is really important, and it's something that can happen overnight, depends on who you are. However, what I find the easiest way to begin embodying this kind of vision and this kind of notion of what it is that you do is by going through the heavy lifting first. And that is what I do with my clients in my coalesce process. I'm going to drop this link, coalesce program. The more you do this kind of heavy lifting, the more you go through this notion of clarity, and the more you figure out who it is that you're serving and how, and why is your vision important, what is your mission statement behind your work, who is it that is most going to be impacted by your work. The more of this that you know, the more repetitive you sound, actually, the more embodied within this mission you are, because you're not only telling this to yourself, but you're telling this to others around you, and that's what you begin literally energetically, like it just is in your cells of your body, because you're telling yourself this over and over and over again. You're speaking a consistent message to other people see you as that, and it creates this kind of like energetic symbiosis. This is the kind of process, you guys, I take people on in Coalesce, and no matter what kind of vision that you have, I work with a variety of individuals. I'm working with a realtor, or I'm sorry, a loan officer, for realtors. I'm working with an interior designer. I'm working with somebody who was a videographer and is now transferring into video coaching. I'm working with somebody who is a pre, during, and postpartum mentor for pregnant women and supports the entire family unit. I'm working with somebody who is diving into the world of plants and teaching people the importance of cultivating their own gardens and importance of cultivating better health habits through food and how they can shift their consciousness through food and incorporating energy work into it. So I work with a variety of people, you guys. It doesn't matter what your vision is. It doesn't matter, because this process works no matter who you are. This process of manifestation, of developing your business foundations as well as your energetic foundations, it works. It definitely really works. And if you guys want to go into 2020 with this notion of already having clarity in your vision and stepping into this reality of like not waiting until the first of the new year, not waiting until another New Year's resolution is going to just come and go and pass you by without you creating that vision and birthing it into reality. The more you sit there and wait as like a passive manifester, the more it's going to be a passive manifestation rather than one that's intentional. And you guys, it is very possible to create 5 or 10K before the end of the year. It is very possible to create that within your spiritual business. And I guarantee you, it is very possible, and I can help you do that. So if you have a big vision that you don't know how to birth into existence, market research scares you, offer creation confuses you, manifestation and energy work you're just kind of dabbling into, or perhaps you have a great foundation in it already, then this is for you. I have 2 different ways that you can work with me. There's a 6-week intensive. The intent for the intensive is to make your first or your next $5,000 sale through this process that I just told you guys about. And this is for a person who already has an audience, who already has facilitated transformations within people. This is for a coach, a healer, or spiritually inclined individual who has a hard time birthing their vision through, or refining the one that they already have. And then I have an immersive experience, which is a 3-month experience that will allow you a little bit more time to create your next sale, and will allow you a little bit more time if you have no idea where to start, if the energetic foundations are completely foreign to you, if you're literally starting from scratch. That is what the immersive is for. So the immersive or the intensive both require an application. I dropped the link for both of them below. The immersive, just go ahead and click on the Coalesce program link, and the intensive, go ahead and click on the intensive link. And I look forward to helping you create your first or your next 5K or 10 before the end of the year, and it is very possible. We have 5 weeks left, and you guys, it is very possible. My clients are not recognizing themselves from 4 weeks ago. They're definitely not recognizing themselves from 4 weeks ago, so the next 4 weeks could be the most transformative thing for you. On that note, whoever's popping on, I am actually about to hop off, but go ahead and watch the replay. Share this video if you think it's going to benefit somebody, and I will talk with you all soon. Much aloha. Cheers.